And Psalm 119:71, it says that it is good for me that I have been afflicted, I might learn thy statutes. And I think that what we see going on right now at this September 3rd, 2017, with uh, a city, Houston, Texas, that has been devastated by water. Maybe we see that the houses of worship are becoming full, and maybe one preacher is maybe going to be turned to preaching the true gospel that his father had preached. And I think we would hope, pray that really this is like the fourth largest city in America, the third, three cities behind New York City, and it isn't just about a major city as New York. And maybe out of there we could see a tremendous revival taking place, and maybe that the people are suffering affliction, and that they are realizing that they need the true God. What is it going to take? You know, and maybe throughout this revival would start in Houston, Texas, and spread throughout all of the United States of America, just like there was awakening in California in the 1970s, and uh, spread like a wildfire throughout this country. You know, as he also said before in 119 and verse 67, he said, "Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I have kept thy word." This country has gone astray from the founding in the last half century. We've gone astray from where our founding fathers took us to realizing that it's God that rules the affairs of men. Those who led the Constitutional Convention in 1787 opened every meeting with prayer and knew that we needed God to guide us. This nation was dedicated to God. Right on the very spot where the World Trade Center was bombed almost 16 years ago. And let's hope. I remember there was a time 43 years ago when it was like I was just losing everything. My whole life was falling apart. Uh, I thought I would graduate from community college in June, and I had to wait till January, then again until another June. It just kept on going, and really, it was like that was not where God wanted me to be. And you know what? It was like I remember my own affliction, having to be near insanity, near being depressed, and thinking that I could find peace in a bottle. But you better figure, there's two ways of spelling peace. So, with a bottle, you may think you'll find peace, but actually it's peace says. I learned that for 3 years, hearing a lot of stories about people who had destroyed their lives by alcohol. I mean, any, addictive behavior. And I tell you something, it made me realize that I wouldn't want to be married except that I'm a believer. I wouldn't want to be married apart from the Lord, married apart from Yeshua. And I would pray, really, these people will wake up in Houston, Texas, and maybe Houston, Texas will make us all wake up. And I think perhaps Donald Trump is doing a better job of going down there, and I think he realized he needed to take another trip, and that maybe this man who's come from the grassroots, and we really are just looking down upon him, but maybe realize here's a man who really cares. I mean, that's what got him elected. But the point is really coming back to the true and living God, finding the true and living God, perhaps having a great awakening in this country again. So let us take stock, take stock. Don't let this be something temporary. Let this be something superficial, but something from the heart. I mean, a lot of people were looking to God at 9/11, but it seemed like after a while it became business as usual. Let us not have business as usual coming into another year, into another decade. But let's really just have a genuine repentance, a genuine turn of heart like Nineveh. It's a choice of coming like Nineveh and repenting, or being like Israel when broken away from Judah was just worshiping idols, and the nation went away before the kingdom of Judah. Let's have a really true awakening. Let's really, in Houston, Texas, be seeking God, and from out of Houston, Texas, let all of us in America be seeking God. Amen.